Hello denizens of the Empire, it's Jabara here. In Western spirituality and philosophy, we tend to have very standardized images of what defines us as humans. The body, the soul, how we were created, and who created us. Though I'm agnostic myself, I always find topics like these fascinating. Not just Western thought either, but other parts of the world as well. The concept of karma and reincarnation of Eastern religions, for example. However, in this video, I'm sure you can guess we will be discussing this in an indigenous African context. Today we'll talk about how human beings were created and how we function in accordance with the Yoruba religion, as well as how these concepts compare to Western thought. In the past, I've made several videos about the Yoruba, and they remain one of the most impressive and intellectually advanced civilizations that West Africa has ever had to offer. I've spoken of the complex system of Ifa literary corpus created by the Yoruba people in previous videos, but won't speak too much on it this time, but I will give you a brief summary. Yoruba priests known as Babalawo, or Father of Mysteries in English, perform a ritual which effectively generates a random number utilizing binary code. Yes, the same code that makes all of our phones, computers, and game consoles function properly. Each code corresponds to one of thousands of poems or verses which are then used for divination. These scriptures also align with one of many Yoruba deities known as Orishas. If you'd like to learn more about the Ifa literary corpus, I will leave a link to it at the end of the video. According to Yoruba tradition, the god Orisa Nla was created by the more powerful Olodumare, or the god of heaven, with the responsibility of molding the first human beings out of clay. He created these humans of various shapes and sizes, with some taking on beautiful forms, while others were plagued by distasteful appearances. The Yoruba have a very unique philosophy similar to platonic dualism of Western philosophy, but with some marked differences. Before we get into those though, I'd like to thank The Coldest Water for sponsoring this video. So it's been a fair amount of time since I've been using the Coldest Water thermos, and I have to say, I don't think I could, sponsorship or not by the way, I don't think I could ever use a different thermos. It's just crazy how effective this thing is. It keeps your water so cold. I literally put some cold water with ice cubes in it before bed, woke up the next morning, guess what, still cold water and ice cubes. It's like a miniature cooler, it's crazy, and I can honestly say, this thing has been helping me drink water more often, because I've been pretty bad about it in the past. This thing has definitely helped me do it more regularly. The Coldest Water thermoses can keep your water icy cold for over 36 hours. This is accomplished through its advanced lid technology, which also includes this tiny little puncture hole which lets in just enough air to build up pressure necessary to drink water through its built-in straw, thereby keeping your water much colder, much longer than other thermoses. It's so well insulated that it doesn't even sweat on the outside from condensing water, so everything around it stays dry. Also, if you take it in the water with you, it has a rubber grip and a handle so you can hang onto it easier, and it floats so you won't have to worry about it sinking to the bottom of the water. It fits in most cup holders, bike racks, and cars, and it also comes in multiple sizes. You can enter for a chance to win a free gallon thermos at the link down below, or receive a 10% discount on your entire order using my referral link, also down below. So, after Orisa created the body, Olodumare himself was the creator of the soul, but out of priority, the body was created first. Orisa Nla put all of these elements together and created the human heart, or Okan, which sometimes refers to the chest collectively, in a similar manner to how we refer to the head as one collective unit, despite the brain having much more significance. Similarly, Western religion tells of a god creating the human body from the dust of the ground, except without the help of any other deities. Additionally, humans possess a body and a soul, being physical and spiritual respectively, and the latter being achieved by God breathing the breath of life into the nostrils of the body, effectively making man into a living soul. By contrast, the Yoruba see humans consisting of a body, or ara, and a head. The head is further divided into the soul, which is called the imi, and then an additional element known as the ori, or inner head. Additionally, at this point in the process of creation, the human body still only contained the head and the chest with no limbs, and the completion of the human body could only be achieved by Ogun, the Yoruba god of iron. With his incomparable crafting skills, he carved out human limbs from a shapeless trunk. The physical head is molded first and is regarded as the first thing in the order of the creation of the human, followed by the body and the heart, which is done by Orisun-La, which is then followed by the aforementioned Ogun with the creation of the legs and the arms, or Ese and Owo respectively. These limbs are of invaluable importance as they allow the inner head to function properly. The soul of humans is a unique creation of Olodumare by mechanisms that we do not know and cannot know, and this secret is what ensures that he remains the supreme creator god, more powerful than not just humans, but all of the other lesser gods. With all of this being said, the physical body can be destroyed by man, but the Imi is a spiritual gift from Olodumare and is indestructible, and in the Ifa literary corpus it is often referred to as the offspring of Olodumare, noting that all humans must possess it and cannot properly exist as a human being without it. The physical part of the Imi, or soul, is the heart, or Okan. Some practitioners also believe that the blood is the physical counterpart of the soul, as both of them leave the body upon death. Considering the heart stops beating upon death as well, it is what pumps the blood around the body during life, either theory can hold weight. However, those who believe in the blood counterpart theory base it on the fact that upon death, blood disappears from the body, while the heart remains inside and gradually decomposes with it. The importance of blood in this context is further exemplified by offering sacrifices to gods, a common practice throughout Yoruba religion and many other world religions throughout history. This connection with blood and the soul is why these sacrifices are considered to be the pinnacles of human ability to appease the gods. The body of the animal itself is only useful for consumption or burial since it has no spiritual significance. The only significance of the body is to serve as a vessel to carry and protect the Imi, or as Moses Akin Makinde puts it, the body serves only as a protector or sheath of the soul, because the soul lives in the body as a person dwells in a house. But while a house remains a house and is useful, although there may be nobody living in it, the body without a soul in it is a dead thing. He further elaborates by saying, "It may be compared to a library building and the books in it. Surely, by library, we do not mean the building itself. What makes a library what it is are the books which happen to be housed in the building." So the body is the building and the books are the Imi. The Imi can keep the body alive, but the body has no influence on the creation or destruction of the Imi. The importance of the Imi, or its Western equivalent, soul, is further exemplified in our concept of referring to dead people as dead bodies, corpses, or human remains, rather than dead souls. When comparing Yoruba religion to Platonic dualism of the past, Platonic dualism is lacking in complexity in comparison to Yorubic thought. Platonic thought does not detail the roles of gods in the creation and destruction of the body or the soul, nor does it detail the significance of it at all. Also contrary to Yorubic belief in which the body was created first and has an intimate connection with the soul, Plato explained that the soul was created first but never went into details on how the body was made nor its connection to the soul. He does, however, give lots of detail on what the soul is and does, and it more or less aligns with Yorubic thought and the fact that it is an essential to human life and is absolutely necessary for the body. There is so much more to talk about, but for the sake of time, I summed it up as best I could in this short video. This info was primarily compiled from a great source that I'll leave a link to on my website and Patreon, as always. It was a very interesting read, and the amount of detail and complexity in Yoruba thought is just mind-blowing. It offers so much potential for content creation, world building, or even just some good philosophy to live by if you are a spiritual person. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you did. For sources, check out my website, linked below. If you'd like to support future projects, you can do so there as well, or by clicking the join button below, or by becoming a patron. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching as usual, and always remember, we don't come from nothing.